Hello everyone and welcome back to TSW5. Today we are on Just Trains' Blackpool branches route with the Class 47 in InterCity ScotRail livery that we get with with West Coast Main Line Preston to Carlisle, but it substitutes in everywhere the Class 47 substitutes in, like even on things like West Somerset. And yeah, we're holding a rake of Mark IIs up to Preston. So yeah, let's get started. It's been a bit since I've done one of these express runs on Blackpool. It's not really the main thing that you do on this route, if I'm being honest. Brakes off. No, come on. Thank you. Thank you kindly. Right. Obviously no British electrics in sight because this is Blackpool branches, and for some reason, Just Trains never bothered adding the Class 87 in his AI on Blackpool branches. They might do that when the 86 comes out, who knows. So yeah. Mark II stock all have like dynamic suspension. Like all of the stock that comes by default with Blackpool branches and Preston Carlisle has dynamic suspension, which is pretty neat. So got a pacer coming in down to Ormskirk. So let's have a look. Oh, it's a provincial pacer. Nice. Then also, where are we stopping today? Oh, just Blackpool North. Okay. Let's wait for the passengers to load themselves. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, all of the WCML stock is represented by Class 47s and Mark IIs, which is highly unrealistic for this time period, of course. So yeah, we've got everything, we've got all the safeties on as well, which is nice. Alright, doors have closed. Let's just wait. Go via Kirkham South Junction in 6.7 miles. Right, let's give it some welly. Frame rate's doing pretty well considering it's Preston. Alright, we have a 25 limit coming out of Preston, it seems. Alright. Is there any stock over here? Okay, there is some. We've got an 08, a 31, and a pair of 47s. Let's see, is there anything over in this area which... okay, a couple of paces. Alright. Well, but after the... Yeah, we are really getting shunted over quite a bit today. Yeah. Feels a bit weird to be back on Blackpool branches. I've been doing so much Preston to Carlisle that it's a bit weird to be back on this line, if I'm being honest. There's St. Walburg's Church. And we're off to Oh, okay, we can go up to 35. I'll give her 50% welly, and we're heading downhill onto the viaduct over Preston. So Kirkham South Junction, where precisely is that? Kirkham South. Okay, there's a pacer ahead of us heading to Manchester to Blackpool. There's also an express service, Blackpool to Euston. Kirkham South Junction. Okay, interesting. All right. Here we go, coming up to the Preston Viaduct. clear out to 75 in a minute. One thing that was really nice when dynamic suspension was implemented as a base feature of the game back in the late days of the TSW5 era, all of the Blackpool South stock got dynamic suspension thanks to Just Trains being nice people. What's this where did the service come from? Leicester originally. Nice. I have Leicester with the Midland Main Line, but albeit from 2019 rather than 1986. And yeah, Leicester's a really nice spot. I've been there in real life. No, I don't really remember it. Just remember that it was a nice place to go. Alright, we're giving the 47 full beans because of the way the branch to Blackpool North is in this time period. We do have to slow down quite a bit at Kirkham and Wesham, and also at Poulton the Fylde. So I want to gun the engine as much as possible so we can get up to line speed as quickly as possible. Yeah. I think still my biggest complaint about Blackpool branches is the lack of Class 86 and 87 AI at Preston. They might who knows, they might fix it. Oh, there's another 47. That's the Euston service we saw earlier. Nowadays, of course, the Preston to Blackpool North line has been completely electrified, so the Pendolinos can use it. Alright, we are at line speed. Let's try reducing the throttle, and there we go. Also another thing, Blackpool branches does seem to run a tad better than Preston to Carlisle for whatever reason. Let's get a good old fly past shot, why don't we? Ah. Short express train today. There's the Solwick Works off to our left. Coming up to the Solwick signal box up on the right, which is one of the three that you can go into. I've spent many a happy hour there train spotting. And here we go through Solwick Station, which is one of the least used stations in the entirety of Britain, with only getting 3 trains a day in each direction, and passengers every day numbering in the tens, which is a bit ridiculous. It's frankly astonishing that that station has remained open even to this day. And it's basically in the same condition that it was when it was in 1986. Oh, okay, signal. I'll shut the throttle off. Looks as though we do have a red signal coming up. I'll keep an eye on it. We can slow down quite quickly if needs be. Even the local brake is pretty powerful on the 47, which is nice. And it's also nice to drive the 47 past 60 miles an hour, because I've been driving quite a bit of Cargo Line Volume 4 services, and on there, the KWA wagons limit the locomotive to 60 miles an hour. So Oh, it's probably because it's a go. It's probably because it's a go via. Pacer. Nice. Yeah. After we go via the go via, the signal should change. However, I'll need to slow down quite a bit in order not to run the red signal. Oh crap. Oh, phew, okay, there we go. Alright, single yellow. AWS hasn't been going off. I don't know AWS magnets on this line in this time period. Please let me know down in the comments. I don't think there are. Come on, buddy. Let's get back up to speed. Okay, there's a red signal after Kirkham Wesham. There's an express heading to Birmingham. Oh, we've got the Manchester to Blackpool North ahead of us. Oh my goodness. Didn't even realize I was about to overspeed. Goodness gracious. Whoops-a-daisy. You can tell I haven't driven this route in a while. Well, I have been driving it a bit in the Pacer, it's just that I haven't really driven it in the 47 that much. There's an express service heading to Birmingham Street. It's a Preston to Carlisle 47, number 4. I drove that. I'm pretty sure I drove 464 not too long ago. I think it was during my last live stream. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to... I'll stick to 30 miles an hour from now. Yeah, I don't think there are any AWS magnets. Before I forget, let's get a good thumbnail. This seems like as good a spot as any, if I'm being honest. Let's get the field of view down. 25% is the logical place. I do like how I managed to get one of the numbered ones. One of the name-plated ones, I should say. And let's reduce the depth of field somewhat. There we go. And let's add some motion blur, because why not? And there we go. There's some sea cow? Turbot? Can't remember. I need to have a look. YGB sea cows. Okay, off to our left from West Cornwall Local. There goes the branch off to Blackpool South, off to our left. Blackpool North down Main is the go. Oh my goodness, my mouse is really behaving strangely. Okay. There's a train off over in this direction, and I'm wondering who it is, which one it is, because not too many trains use this little branch line. Okay, so it is a 47 with the hopper wagons off of Spirit of Steam. Interesting. Where's he going? Kirkham Tip to Crewe Basford Hall in about half an hour. Yeah. Polton Lafayette, the next slowdown we'll have to do is for Polton Lafayette, and that will be down to 20 miles an hour, because of course it is. Come on, buddy. Full speed ahead. It even has a little Spirit Steam guards van on the back. That's pretty neat. I've pushed the engine to its maximum, up to the rev limit, to try to get back up to speed. The express run you can do on this route is actually incredibly short when you think about it. Alright, green signal ahead. Now bear in mind, we are going to have to go out of the way. That's 60 miles an hour. There is another 47. They are thick on the ground today, goodness. With more Mark IIs. Wonder where he's going. He is going to Glasgow Central, so I imagine he'll change ends at Preston. There's the M55 motorway. Oh boy. Slow down, buddy. Easy does it. Easy does it, pal. No, not that brake. Hitting the old overcharge. The scenery on this route, despite this route is well over 1.5 years old, a lot of TSW routes have started to age noticeably by then, but this one, not really. Like, this is absolutely amazing. Like, the scenery still holds up, but what would you expect from Just Trains? This took them 2 years? Yeah, 2 years to develop, if I'm not mistaken. A lot of that was just learning the ropes about how to use the editor, though, so... keeping an eye out. I must admit, to see this branch line in this time period with no overhead wires and diesels running all over the place, it's pretty neat, I'm not gonna lie. It is very, very neat. Sound the horn for the signaler. That's one of the boxes which we can't go in, but there are. Yeah, if you want a bunch of signal boxes to go in, go and buy Preston to Carlisle. For one thing, I'm still finding signal boxes that I could go into on that route. They haven't even specified how many they put in. Another red signal. Why? Is this guy still stopped at Polton? Oh my goodness, he's dementia. He's stopped at Polton Lafayette, isn't he? Onto the brakes. I'll use the locomotive brake as much as possible. Ah, that's annoying. No AWS magnets either, so you aren't warned. If there is a yellow signal, you do have to keep your wits about you due to the lack of said AWS magnets. Signal is clear. Full speed ahead. Got green. Yeah, there's that speed reduction I was worried about. 20 miles an hour just after the end of the platform at Polton-le-Field. And a red signal. So let's try and slow down as much as possible. There are some express services that actually stop here. I think there's like one service which actually, express services actually stops at Polton-le-Field and Kirkham, which is pretty neat. I don't think I've played it yet, though, unfortunately. Coming through Polton-le-Field. There's the 20 limit. There is the branch line going off to the Bernays ICI plant, which is nowadays still there but no longer in use. I believe there is some kind of heritage society trying to restore the railway back to operational conditions. Well, heritage conditions, I should say. Okay, 35 limit. Yeah, now all we have to do is get to Blackpool North. There's a Pacer, I assume heading to Manchester. No, Leeds. .3 miles to the next go via. Beans. There is, however, a red signal because I assume the chap in front of us has stopped at Leighton. Yeah, he's going to be stopping at Leighton, I should say. Oh goodness, I did not mean to get out of my seat. Shut down the throttle. No point speeding up if I just have to slam on the brakes again. Has he left yet? He has not. Coming up on the red signal. There's the level crossing. There it is. It's a semaphore. On Preston to Carlisle, I'm used to having the AWS telling me when there's a red signal ahead. However, in this time period, the Blackpool I don't think not much of the Blackpool area has. Not much of any of the Blackpool branch lines. Oh my goodness! You turn green just as I stop in front of you. That's annoying. Yeah, here it comes into Blackpool North. Alright, let's give it some welly. Come on, buddy. Let's get. Oh, they've got a Blackpool North to Manchester service. A ton of stock at the Blackpool North yard. Time do I have to get to Blackpool North by? 3:05 p.m. Yeah, I can make it. Apologies for the low frame rate. My computer's not what it used to be. I hate when the signals after go vias are always red. That drives me up the wall, honestly. Coming into the yard at Blackpool. Let me see what we have here. We have 47, a bunch of 101s, a ton of 101s chained together, another 47, another 47. Yeah, that is a lot of 101s chained together. Oh my goodness. That's what? 4 chained together? 2 car, 2 car, 3 car, 3 car. That is ridiculous. That is nuts. Oh goodness. I've never seen that before. There is one service to, which is the Castleford to Blackpool North that uses the TVL, Tees Valley Line, class 37, not 37, 101. It's a 3 car, then a 2 car, then a 2 car, all chained together. Which begs the question, why not a loco hold service? 700 yards to Blackpool North, platform 1. Ooh, platform 1, nice. Alright, 15 limit coming up, so I will shut the throttle down. One thing I do love about the JT Just Trains routes is they're complete packages. Like, you can just fire, like, you don't have to have any other layers in order to fire them up and start playing. And I love that. That's so cool. There's the Stoke service off to the right. There's also a class 08. The Blackpool North signal box is the other one of the other ones you can go to. And then the last signal box is the disused one at St Anne's on the Sea on the Blackpool South branch. Yeah, we are arriving with plenty of time. Yeah. I've got more than enough time to get this stop absolutely perfect. My goodness, that hurts the ears. Okay, welcome to Blackpool North, everybody. After a quick express run. I think guard mode is also enabled on these coaches, but I don't really play guard mode, and I don't ever really think of guard mode, if I'm being honest, because it's just such a broken feature that it's not really worth my time. Should probably taillight on, headlights off. There we go. So then yeah, then it can back out nicely. Lock doors. Okay, there we go. Platinum medal. Slight points for speeding. Only 65. That's awesome. So yeah, that'll be all for this video, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and I will see you all in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.